Hi Leo, this is going to be your reading for the month of April. This is a general reading. It's probably not going to resonate with every single one of you, but if it is your message, I hope that it helps you and that you receive it well. I hope that you guys are all staying safe and that you and your families are healthy. Let's begin. Spirit, please help me deliver the messages that I need to deliver to the sign of Leo. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please come here and let me deliver the messages that I need to deliver to the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, let's get started. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords. This could definitely mean that you are in a place where you're contemplating what is right for you at this moment. I feel like you are using this time right now maybe to see if this is where you want your life to be. The Queen of Swords has a very strong energy, but in the best way possible, because she's gonna determine what's right, what's BS, and what's not. And she's going to get rid of whatever's not helping her be her best self. Okay, the Queen of Swords is going to be very clear, very direct, very honest. And she's not going to pussyfoot around anything. Like, she's going to tell you straight out, I want this, I don't want this, this is not for my highest good. So in a very contemplative energy right now, Leo, that you are deciding what's going to be right for you at this time. And also, you're going to decide to speak up for yourself. That's going to be a really good thing for you in April, is to speak up. If someone's not treating you correctly, you're definitely going to speak up. And you have the Four of Cups right after that. So you're probably in a place where you've come to realize that you're not happy in the position that you are, whether it's a job or in love, because the Four of Cups talks a lot about emotions and love. So if you are in a position in a relationship, it could be with either air sign, which is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or a water sign, which is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You're definitely getting to the place where you're bored of the situation and you want to move away from it. And you're going to speak up about it, because here you are, King of Wands. This is your energy, Leo. Whether you're male or female, King of Wands is going to go for what he or she wants. They're going to speak up. They're going to be very firm. They're not going to have anything stand in their way. They're just going to pile right through any obstacle and claim whatever is theirs, okay? You have the Strength card in the reverse, which is also Leo. So you literally got two Leo cards back to back here. But what Strength in the reverse is saying, that you don't feel like you have enough energy to go through with this, or you're feeling a little bit insecure about the steps that you have to take to claim your happiness right now. And you have the Two of Cups. So right now you are in a place where maybe you're disenchanted with a relationship. You have come to a crossroads where you're kind of deciding, maybe do I stay with this person or do I follow my passion? And I think that you're ultimately going to choose your passion. You're going to choose to get into the path of what's going to bring you happiness. Because right now with this Four of Cups, it shows a lot of just boredom, or just not wanting to accept the same thing over and over and over. With the Two of Cups, it could also, it's in the reverse. So it can mean, you and your partner that you're with at the moment might have gotten to a place where it's very toxic. It's very negative. There's a lot of arguing, a lot of just mean-spirited type of energy, and you kind of feel like defeated. This is why Strength is probably in the reverse for you. You do have the Empress energy here, and this could be you or a person that you're dealing with if you are the masculine in this situation. The Empress talks about someone that is has a very motherly energy. She's a very nurturing person and a very kind-hearted person. And you're seeing this as a new beginning to a different type of a life. You're seeing it as a new beginning into the kind of life that you really want to be in, not the one that you're in at this moment. The Empress comes right below the Queen of Swords, so you're going to come into your power, Leo. You're going to speak up. You're going to stand your ground and demand that you get the respect that you know that you have earned and know that you deserve, because the Empress energy, you know, she is the mother of all. She's above any queen because she doesn't have any kind of conditions to the way that she loves you. She's going to love you unconditionally, and she's going to love you so much that you're never going to feel like you lack anything. Then you have the Page of Pentacles. Now, this is a new offer. It could be a new job, it could be a new relationship, but it definitely is a new offer. And Pentacles is earth energy, so you could be dealing with a Aries, not Aries, with a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. And you could have been dealing with a water sign, like I mentioned. But this is a new offer, and you're gonna have a very like epiphany type of a Tower moment, because right after the Page of Pentacles, when you receive this offer that you have been waiting on, the Tower comes, and that kind of throws you off. You have the Five of Swords, and this is kind of like you are overwhelmed with kind of energy that's around you. You maybe have someone in your ear just being completely negative, completely hateful, and you're kind of just done with this situation. You're kind of done with this kind of energy. Like, it's already played out. It's already been done so many times that you're kind of just like, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna engage this this type of energy. And right after that, you have the Knight of Swords. So a new message is a clear-cut message. And right at the bottom is the Death in the reverse. So you might still be trying to work through this type of energy. So it hasn't come to a complete end yet. And that could just mean that because, I mean, right now, if anything was ending, it's got to be basically put into a pause, right? Because of the fact that we're not in a place where we can move away from something, because we're kind of like you're stuck. But that doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. The Death in the reverse, it's like it's gonna happen. It's there, right? But there's a delay. So I'm gonna clarify some of these for you. I don't think that there's too many questions here. It's a pretty clear cut. You're kind of having an epiphany. This time alone has given you a huge wake-up call. The wake-up call is this Tower moment. Something's gonna happen where it's gonna be a turning point for you. Like, you have had this situation with the Five of Swords energy is just argumentative type of an energy, and I know from looking at this with the Four of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Cups in the reverse, it's something that has always been a part of your life. Like, I don't know if this has been the cycles that you have been going through, or maybe you've been in a very long-term relationship and it just continued to happen on and on and on and on. But it's worn you down. And this, you being worn down, but still having the King of Wands and the Tower, it's like this is where you draw the line and you put a period in the sentence and you're done with this. The cycle is already done, because the Four of Cups says you're bored with it. Like, it's like, can you please not continue to act the same way and continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, because now you're bored. Now you're just so done with the situation. You're like, this is so stupid. It's like, can we have some growth? Can we have a little bit of a difference in the way that we're doing things? So I'm going to clarify the Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here for Leo, please? Why is the Queen of Swords here for Leo? Okay. You have the Six of Wands in the reverse. So you're waiting for this victory. You have to be clear. Okay, because this is fire energy. So you're the one that's going to have to make this decision. You're the one that's going to have to say whether you keep going forward or whether you let go of this situation. You have the Page of Cups. So this person doesn't even feel sorry for what they've done to you. And at this point, they don't appreciate you. They don't understand everything that you've put into this relationship. And so they're just right now, they're just really taking you for granted. And they have taken you for granted. And I guarantee you that once you make the decision to walk away, this person's going to be like, holy shit, I really had it good with this person. I should have treated them better, right? But you're just so done with it. It's like you don't even want them to try anymore. You're just to that point where you're just like, I'm ready to walk away from this. Okay, clarify the Four of Cups, please. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you feel trapped. And you have this Six of Cups. So this could be a long-term relationship. You've been with this person for quite a long time, but you feel trapped. Or you feel trapped in a situation that you're just not happy in. Okay, the Four of Cups is just talks about a lot of disdain and just not being happy, being bored. But you feel trapped by it. Maybe because there's children involved. You feel trapped because you've been with this person for quite a long time, probably. And so you feel like, I can't walk away because, you know, what am I going to walk away from my family? How can I, you know, complete this cycle when I have so much history with this person, right? But history doesn't necessarily mean happiness. I mean, history doesn't necessarily mean that just because you've been with someone for a long time, that's not, you know, that it's healthy. So you have to know, you have to make the decision about what's healthy for you. Okay, Leo? Clarify the King of Wands for me. A couple of shuffles. The King of Wands, please. The Page of Rods and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there's a little bit of kind of an opposite energy here, right? So you have the Page of Rods, which is a message coming in, but then you have the Ace of Swords, which is no communication. So there's definitely an intention of a message, and maybe it's a passionate message from you or from this other person. But right now there's no communication. So one of you has to make a decision, and I think it's going to have to be you, Leo. You're going to have to be the one that reaches out. And, you know, you don't have to come in hot and heavy. You can like reach out to whoever this new person might be in a way that is friendly, you know, like don't jump into like, hey, I want to marry you and be with you forever. You can start off like, hey, you know, I saw that you are posting whatever and just wanted to say hi and hope your family is well, hope you're well, and just kind of start a conversation that's like soft, you know, and gentle, and there's, you know, not a huge commitment to it, and build from there. You know, maybe it's tough for you at the moment, but you're going to have to be the one that takes the initiative here. Because right now there's no communication. And with the Strength in the reverse, you have the Star in the reverse and the Ace of Rods. So with the Star in reverse, clarifying the Strength, it's like you are just so depleted. The Star card talks about healing, but in the reverse, you feel very defeated with this. You feel sad, you feel depressed, you probably feel like you failed, but you didn't, because it wasn't the situation for you. There's a new situation for you. Okay, with the Ace of Rods, that's a new opportunity. That's a new lover, a new partner that's waiting in the wings. Clarify the Two of Cups, please, for Leo. So yeah, you didn't fail. It just didn't work because it wasn't supposed to work. That wasn't your person. So you have the Five of Pentacles in, yeah. So you have definitely come to a place where if you were in a marriage, this can represent a marriage, where you felt left out in the cold, or you felt abandoned, or you felt like this person just wasn't a good support system for you. So it ended up being where you felt the Five of Pentacles is just felt like you are being left out in the cold and being deserted by somebody. It's probably feeling unsupported, like this was a one-sided relationship, and you gave and gave and gave until it just definitely, sorry about that, until definitely the love ran out. So this definitely could be a marriage. If it wasn't a marriage, it was a long-term commitment, or maybe after this whole situation gets resolved and you finish with this, there is something very strong and solid waiting for you, because it's in the upright. So I'm thinking this isn't a past energy. This is more of like what's coming. Like you're going to feel sad when you finish this situation, maybe with a water sign, but you're moving towards your ultimate happiness. Like that's going to bring you your ultimate happiness. So it's going to have to be hard at first, but it's going to get better. Okay, so clarify the Empress here for Leo. Clarify the Empress, please, for Leo. Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups. Okay. So you might be dealing with two people at the moment, or are about to enter into a third party situation with the Three of Cups. But it doesn't matter, because you got the upper hand. Like you got the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, I mean. And this is basically you standing up. You're ready to fight for this. You're ready to fight for your Empress. This is probably going to be, or your Emperor. It could be if it's a man, and you could still be the Empress. It could just be that this is representing their feminine side. Okay. Doesn't mean, it doesn't have nothing to do with the gender. Okay. But if you are a Leo male and dealing with an Empress, then you're going to defend her. People are probably going to have an issue with it, but you really don't care, because you're going to celebrate. You're going to be in a very celebratory mood. And there's a lot of people that are going to be happy for you. There's some that are not, though. Just be prepared. There's going to be gossip. There's probably going to be a lot of people trying to come for you, but you're going to be above it. And you're going to have the upper hand here, because this is your life. And you have the right, because you are in this Queen of Swords energy, you have the right to say, well, I don't give a F. This is what's right for me. And I'm making this decision to make me happy, because you've been making everyone else happy up until this point. And now it's your turn. Look at that. Queen of Cups. So you're definitely dealing with a water sign here. So you're probably leaving a Queen of Cups. They're just not very nice to you. They're not very nice. Or if it's a male, he's just not a very nice person. Queen of Rods in the reverse. And they put you in a place where you weren't a very nice person. You got to keep it real, right? Maybe they were mean to you and you turned around and you were mean to them. And this is why this Tower card is here. You guys are just not, meant to be. You guys are not meant to be together. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be the right person to the right person. It's just you're not the right person to whatever this person is. Whether it's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're just not. You guys just don't mesh well. It doesn't work well because you guys are just two opposite forces. It's water and fire. So you're constantly at odds and constantly fighting one another. And that's what's ultimately going to lead to this Tower moment. But with the Five of Swords, be really careful not to let your arguments get out of hand, because the Five of Swords is going to be where people try to bait you into an argument. People try to bait you into conflict. So don't fall for that. Yeah, you have the Three of Wands here with the Seven of Swords. And you're worried about whether if you move away from the situation you are now, if it's a good situation for you. You don't know if you should trust moving forward with somebody else. So you're having a hard time letting go of what you know. But at the same time, you can't live in that fence of, well, should I stay in the past because it's what I know? Because you're afraid to say, well, I'm going to try something new with someone else, because that could be where your happiness is. But you won't know unless you make a clear decision. I mean, you can stay in the situation you're in and continue to fight and be miserable and have arguments and not really live in your highest vibration, because this is really low vibrational stuff. Five of Swords, it's like petty BS, fights, like nothing you could do it's what's right for them, like, you know, or vice versa. And it's just petty. So let's see, can you clarify please the Five of Swords for Leo? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. So you have a possible new beginning with probably an earth sign. This is the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, also Taurus and Virgo. So this could be somebody it's pending because she's in the reverse. So this is someone that's kind of like still trying to get herself together. She has some stuff to get through, or he has some stuff to get through, because the Pentacles are going to be a little bit slower. They're probably trying to work out some situation on their own end to be able to offer this to you. But there's true love there. This person absolutely adores you and they absolutely love you. But you're kind of scared of moving forward with them because this is completely new. Maybe this person is a completely different ethnicity than you, or maybe they're they just have a different, you know, lifestyle, or they're just not your usual type. So you're kind of hesitant in that sense. The Emperor in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles, but they're going to come in for you. Okay. And the Emperor energy is, it's the boss guy, the boss man, you know, he's a very powerful person that like basically dictates to everyone, because they're in control, right? But in the reverse, they're a tyrant. So this is someone that never really valued you, never really brought you a lot of joy. They were just demanding and very mean spirited. The Emperor in the reverse. Don't like that guy in the reverse. In the upright, love him. In the reverse, no. But you have a Knight of Pentacles coming. So there's something that's waiting in the wings. This is also Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They're going to take a little bit longer than you would like. Because as it seems right now, you're dealing with some stuff. But they could be dealing with some stuff too. So you guys might be having to like clean up edges and tie up loose ends, you know, kind of deal, to be able to come together. Let me see at the bottom. There's been a lot of heartbreak. There's been a lot of heartbreak between the two of you and with, you know, independently. And that's why you guys are just kind of like at this crossroads where you don't know what to do with the Two of Swords in the reverse. But you have the Six of Pentacles, which is not an equal give and take in either one of your relationships. But it seems like if you allow yourself to make a decision, you can move towards your ultimate wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. And then after that, you have the Four of Swords, which is you're taking this time right now to reflect on what it is that you want. This quarantine has been a little bit of a blessing in disguise to some, because it's forcing us to kind of look at our life and decide what we want and what we don't want. And sometimes it has to be like this. Sorry, guys. My daughter made me a coffee and it's just been looking at me. Here is the Two of Pentacles. So you guys are juggling and you're not finishing this. It's a karmic cycle that you have to finish. You guys have to make a decision that after you come out of this quarantine, you have to be clear about what decision that you want to make, because you have to end a cycle here. And that's going to bring your Ten of Pentacles. That's your happiness. And look at that behind the sun. That's you, Leo. Ooh. And this is something worth working towards. You guys are going to love each other so much. But there's still some secrets that have to come out. You have to let go of what's not right for you. And you can't do it right now because you're at a standstill. But you're definitely looking towards a new situation here. I was going to pull some angel oracle cards for you guys. I want to kind of keep a little bit of the continuity of my readings this month, just so you know, we have similar messages for everyone. But let's see how that works. So you guys, the angel cards that I'm going to pull from are the Archangel Oracle cards. And I really like those cards because they have very, very, very nice, clear messages for each one of us. Okay. So let's see what the Archangels have to say for you, Leo. Please, Archangels, give me a clear message for Leo for the month of April 2020. So just like every other month, I feel like we're in this place where we have to make really tough decisions, right? But especially right now in the situation that we're all in, it's kind of forced us to say, was this really working? Was it really working for me? Or was I just kind of going with the flow because I didn't want to face the facts that maybe I have to make drastic changes, right? So nothing forces us to look at our lives more than the current situation. You know, you're stuck with your thoughts. You're kind of in the same place. And, you know, if you're lucky enough to be with loved ones, great. But if you're around people that are not very nice, it could be torture. It could be hell. I mean, so I'm praying that you are in a situation that's bearable and it's happy and that you can focus on the positive things. But if you're not, then I hope that gives you the clarity that you need to move forward into something better. So you have nurture, prioritize, comfort, spread your wings, passion, and you are safe. And then you also have clairaudience. So the first card, nurture, and I'll show you the card and then I'll read the message for you. So nurture, Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both our activities are important. Both activities are important for you right now. I had to pause because there's like a big gap right there. So I thought there was something that we had to fill in the blank on. But apparently it's just a typo, the way that they typed it. But it basically, you know, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. And those things are both things are important for you at this very moment. So if you do have children, it is a good time to spend extra time with them right now and nurturing them and putting things that you are seeing that they might be lacking, because, you know, when we get into our routines and we're constantly going, we maybe don't have the time to give our children or the children around us the you know, one-on-one time to like nurture them, right? And to put, you know, good values and lessons and stuff like that. So it's a good time to, you know, get outside and play. Maybe you need to go, you know, in the backyard and just play with your kids. Or, you know, if you live in a place where you have extended family and there's small children, you know, get down to their level, draw, you know, play like you used to when you were a kid. And a lot of times too, kids don't know how to play anymore because they're either on the internet or they're on video games and they're not really learning how to use their imagination. So this could be a good opportunity for you to show them how to do that. Okay. And then you have prioritize, and it says, Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities and I will help you get organized and motivated. So getting in the habit of, or creating new habits of maybe getting up every day and writing a list of everything that you want to tackle on that day. You know, there's a lot of time that we have on our hands right now to organize the things that we wouldn't otherwise have time for. So it's a good time to like sit down and say, okay, today I'm going to tackle these tasks, because once you get back to your regular life, you're going to fall back into a routine and you won't be able to get to those things. So it's going to bring you a lot of comfort to establish a new routine. And maybe that's something that you can carry on into the future, into after we get out of this lockdown, something that you can kind of create for yourself. You know, they say it takes about 21 days to create a habit. This is a blessing in disguise to be able to, you know, put some time right now into creating new habits that are a little bit healthier for us. Then you have comfort. Comfort is Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Listen, if you don't believe in archangels, I get it. I'm not trying to force anything on you guys, but I know personally I'm every day asking for their guidance, for their protection, for their, just helping me get on my path and to motivate me and all of that. So maybe this is a good time for you to look into Azrael and see how they're prominent, how they would be helpful in you implementing some of your routines or things like that, because it seems like Azrael wants to help you comfort your broken heart and the things that you have gone through in the past. So look into that and see if there's some connection there that you can. I know on YouTube there's a channel that I watch. It's called Rest, Relaxation, and Reiki, and she has a lot of meditation, Reiki videos with the archangels. So something to look for, okay? Spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect, and you are truly ready to soar. So plan, put everything in its place, tie the loose ends, cross your T's, dot your I's, but take that leap already, because the angels here in our Ariel is telling you you're ready to soar. You're ready to go into this new situation. And then right after that, you have passion. And with this one, Archangel Haniel says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and your career. So this is also another one that's saying, reevaluate where you want to be and implement the things that you need to implement to get you on this new path. This is nothing but a blessing if you choose to look at it that way. And Leo, you're always protected by Archangel Michael, because he's saying you are safe. Archangel Michael says, I am protecting you against lower energies, which I just said that earlier. You're dealing with a lot of low energy, low vibing people, and you got to get away from that, because you have a higher ground to reach. It says, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. So listen, if you're trapped within a home with an abusive person, don't fall for it. Don't let them pull you into it. Try to create some space. If they're in one room, go to another. Go to the backyard. Go for a walk real quick. Try to maintain as much distance as you can with this person, so that you're not, they don't entangle you in an argument, and they don't like bait you into this negativity. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to pull for today, Leo. I really hope that it was helpful, and I really hope that you guys have a very safe quarantine. I mean, this is like I've never gone through anything like this in my whole entire life. Probably you haven't either. So try to stay as positive and as gentle with yourself as you can, Leo. And I pray that you and your loved ones are safe. And I hope to see you guys here next month, okay?